So I'm walking up this trail through these hills, and I had a map. I parked in the parking lot down below. I didn't notice too many other cars, and I didn't see any other people as I started hiking up this mountain. I was going up this trail, and a few times the trail kind of disappeared because this dirt trail that was kind of cleared from the brush and the grass and whatever on the side, it went through a couple areas where it was just all dirt, so it was hard to find where the trail went. And usually they have ducks, piled up pieces of rocks, smaller rocks on top of larger rocks to indicate where the trail is, but I didn't see any of those ducks. So I just started walking up because I figured the trail was supposed to go to the top of the mountain as it was indicated on my map. But pretty soon I had been hiking for like an hour and I hadn't found the trail, and so I kept going up, and pretty soon I was going through these thick trees, and I got to this big freaking wall. It was made out of these gigantic stones, and the cement in between the stones was uneven. It didn't look like it was put together by a professional construction crew. And I checked the map, and there was nothing on the map indicating that there was a wall there. And the wall looked like it went into the actual dirt. Like I had like a little pocket knife with me, and I started to dig at the base of the wall, and it looked like the more I dug into the dirt, the more wall there was. So it looked like the wall was put there before the dirt was, or at least earlier on, and they maybe dug away some of the dirt and then piled it back up when they were done with the wall, which didn't really make sense because that would require heavy construction equipment. But there didn't seem to be any evidence of that in the way the wall itself was constructed, so it was kind of a weird mystery. So I started to hike around the outside of this wall, and part of it was kind of hard because it was really, really steep, and so but the wall, it had like these thick ledges and like these different contours, and the places where the bricks were kind of shoved together, these were huge bricks, like a yard and a half across. And I finally got to what looked like an opening. It was this gigantic iron gate that was completely rusted. It looked like it had been there for 100 years, and there was kind of a lock, some kind of a lock in the center, but it was just completely rusted shut. And I tried to shake it, but the gate itself went straight into the dirt like the wall did. And I looked inside the gate, and in the middle of this wall was like this compound, like this square dirt compound. And these guys came out of the sides, and they were all wearing these black robes, and they stood in a line. There were 7 of them, maybe about 20 or 30 yards up ahead. There were 7 of them inside this compound, inside this walled structure, this ancient-looking walled structure. And as I looked past this rusted gate into the inside and saw these 7 people looking at me, I realized that I didn't know if they were people or not because I couldn't see their faces. All I could see was their black robes as they looked at me, and they started walking towards me really, really slowly. And I thought, holy fuck, I better get out of here. So I turned and ran.